Look at some numbers here. 4 from 7 from the field. 9 points at the moment.
First quarter rebounding edge for North, 13-7. Turnovers, however, 6 by the Polars, 0 by Osseo. Jared Moore to Davis. Cameron Taylor hits for 3 from the top of the key. He has 9 points. And North cuts the lead in half. It's Osseo by 3.
Nice little play by North. Taylor running off Davis. Right after Davis handed off the ball to Taylor, he kind of shifted around, pivoted just a little bit, set a nice screen that opened the space up for Taylor's jump shot.
Counts working against Taylor. Now Becker has it tipped away. Taylor heaves it ahead, and Reynolds is fouled by Jared Moore.
Nice job by Reynolds getting down the floor as that ball was kicked out. Nice hustle there by Reynolds. Turnover by Osseo. They threw it back down. Taylor making that pass. Went to Reynolds, and there was a foul on the play out in the middle of the floor.
Osseo with the ball and a 3-point lead. Henderson's back in for North. A little pep talk from assistant coach Reggie Perkins on the sideline before returning. Hout splits the defense, drives, kicks outside. Becker for 3. Back rim, no good. And the rebound controlled by Taylor.
That play was set up by the penetration by Counts. Got into the middle lane, kicked it out as the defense came to him. Just got to knock down those shots.
Henderson drives, shovels it inside, and there's Davis with his first basket of the night. 1 point Osseo lead. A 3-pointer for Riley. Everybody's into the act. Riley hadn't hit a 3 all year.
Oh my. He's telling the coaches right now, saying, hey, good job. I drew that up perfectly. Look at Davis. Boy, a lot of pushing going on under the basket.
And a foul called against Riley before Davis received that pass. Well, so far here tonight, you have a pair of threes for Mike Reynolds, who had hit just 5 all year. 1 for Derek Riley, who did not have a 3-point field goal all season.
Big James Davis, 7 foot. Like I said, he's a legit 7 foot, but he's got small feet, kind of like Patrick Ewing. He wears size 13. Can you believe that? We played a game when I was at the Hornets in Milwaukee, and there's these 13s sitting in the locker room, and I wear 14s. I'm like, whose shoes are those? Oh, those are Patrick Ewing's. 13?
That figures. He's only 7'3".
Yeah, exactly. Oh!
Reynolds called for a foul as Davis throws him to the floor.
That was almost a punch, or a forearm at least. You got to see a replay of that one.
Even Brett McNeil is giving Davis a lecture about the forearm, even though it doesn't get called.
Oh! Ooh. He should get kicked out of the game for doing something like that. He basically punched the guy in the face. That's too bad. You can't have that going on.
Foul goes against Reynolds. Here's Davis. Reynolds strips him clean.
Well, I like their defense so far. They're sticking with the man-to-man. I know they flirted with some zone defense, but they're having a lot of success early on in this game.
Robinson for 3. The Orioles have 3-point field goals by 5 different players in the first half, and they lead by 5. But they really attack defensively as well. Henderson lobs, got away from him. Well, he battles with Reynolds in for the loose ball. This one will go against Henderson, I believe.
North is kind of riding a fine line. They're getting overly aggressive here. Davis forearming Reynolds in the face. Off the bad pass there by Henderson. Trying to throw Reynolds off his body. Getting a little chippy.
A little frustration, perhaps, for Minneapolis North. They've turned the ball over 9 times in the game's first 11 minutes. See the three-pointers, the Orioles 6 of 12. And as I mentioned, 5 different players have hit from long range already. Timeout on the floor with 4:51 remaining in the first half. And Osseo leading the Polars by 5.
The auto show is a great success. To celebrate, your Northland Ford dealers are offering an extra $500 in auto show bonus cash. Get a total of $2,500 cash back on a new Ford Focus, or a total of $3,500 cash back on a new Ford Taurus when you add $500 in auto show bonus cash. Choose from the sporty Focus or the safety of Taurus. That's $2,500 cash back on a new Focus or $3,500 cash back on a new Taurus. Drive away with one before March 31st and get $500 in auto show bonus cash. Only at your Northland Ford dealer.
Think this is your typical ATV? It's not. Say goodbye to bolt-on accessories and milk crates. A pin is all you need on Arctic Cat's new MRP. In the blink of an eye, set up an MRP to work Monday through Friday. Then go hunting on Saturday. And fishing or camping on Sunday. It's that easy. Mix and match. The combinations are endless. Arctic Cat. More ways to use your ATV.
Fox 9's coverage of the Minnesota State Boys High School Basketball Tournament is being brought to you by Jeep. Only at a Jeep. See your local Jeep dealer. And the Orioles feeling like they've been on the receiving end of a couple blows in the last couple of moments. Reynolds was hit with a forearm by Davis that should have been called clearly. And then on the loose ball scramble, it appeared he got hit again by Henderson. But the shove by Davis out of line should not be allowed.
Absolutely. The second time Henderson just tried to get him off his body. That wasn't so bad, but that was really a flagrant, obvious foul by Davis as he forearm shivered Reynolds right in the face.
Meisner on the leaner, drew some contact, but no whistle. Rebound by Robinson, and he will go to the line.
Boy, these Osseo Orioles, they're really attacking the glass, especially with the big fella out of the game. I feel like they can take advantage of that the size difference there, especially with the big 7-footer on the bench. They can do some damage on the boards.
Fouls, 6 by the Polars, 2 by Osseo. This Oriole team fell to Brett McNeil's Polars last year in the third-place game. And then this season were picked by the coaches to finish 3rd in their conference, behind 2 very talented teams. Park Center and Elk River. Elk River, a state tournament entrant. Park Center lost in a section final, but picked to finish 3rd in their league, and here they are playing for the title. Burgess had it blocked by Meisner, but a foul called against Meisner on the play.
Boy, that impressive drive up the baseline by Burgess. Little shot fake. Nice play there. On the arm, though. Good drive by Burgess. Looked like as he was attacking the rim there, he might try to flush it with one hand.
Burgess's numbers in 5 career state tournament games. 10.5 points, 5 rebounds. This year averaging 9 points and 4 boards for the Polars. Had a good night in the quarterfinals against Rochester John Marshall. 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting.
I actually went to that game. That was at Eden Prairie High School. And big James Davis was going up against Longer. Boy, there were some impressive dunks in that game by the big fella from John Marshall. Very impressive athlete.
1 of 2, and the Osseo lead is 6. Well, that situation, the fact that fans didn't get a chance to see Longer. As here, Meisner with a seal inside, and Robinson feeds him. That situation will be rectified next year when all 4 quarterfinals will come to one site on Wednesday rather than Tuesday, so you won't have fans forced to miss or pick and choose one of 4 quarterfinals.
Tell you what, that's going to make a difference. You know, now you're playing on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. Now you don't have that day of rest in between. These teams have to make sure they're in good shape coming into the final part of the season, because that's a lot of basketball in just a few days.
It is, but the big schools still get Friday off. They play Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Back in your day, you played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that was it. You lived with it.
That's right. Everybody's got to do the same thing.
Taylor trying to create space against Becker. Now Henderson. Harassed by Reynolds. Kicks back outside. Taylor for three. No good, but an offensive rebound inside. Then Burgess on the second try tips it in.
Anton got a hand on it. It kicked off the rim. There was Burgess to clean up.
Burgess athletic and strong inside. Here Robinson is hammered. He'll go to the line for two.
Ball on Henderson. Going to the rim strong. Lonnie Robinson, 6'2" junior, got way up in there. And here comes Henderson to follow him on the play.
Number 50, Robinson shoots two.
Robinson, a 64% foul shooter on the year. Gets the first free throw. Moore and Davis return for Minneapolis North. And we have some confusion at the scorer's table.
I tell you what, the good thing about playing a team like Minneapolis North early in the season and then seeing them here in the state finals is you get a chance to play against a team with so much talent. You have confidence coming into this game, figuring that, hey, we've seen them before. We'll make some adjustments and we'll have some success. And Osseo's really come out playing like they want to win.
7 points for Robinson. Burgess drives in, no good. And on the rebound, we get a whistle and a foul against Osseo. Looks like they get Lonnie Robinson inside.
Boy, Davis, he is a large human being, no question about it. Everybody else looks like they're 5'6", and he's towering over. No one else close in size to that guy.
Taylor for three. In and out, no good. Burgess with the offensive rebound. Missed it once, got it back, puts it in. 6-point Osseo lead. Counts, whips it outside. Meisner, Robinson for three. Back rim, no good. Rebound tipped off two North hands. Winds up in the possession of Meisner. Becker for three. Short. And the rebound for Bates.
Becker really has been quiet here in the first half. I think North has done a nice job of guarding him and always keeping somebody right in front of him.
2:22 remaining in the first half. Osseo leads on the U.S. Bank scoreboard.
Get the best values in America from Dodge. Take our best products like the just right size Dakota, the sporty Stratus sedan, and the 132 horsepower Dodge Neon. Plus our best warranty, Dodge's fully transferable 770 powertrain limited warranty. Plus our best deals, like up to a $2,500 cash allowance, plus an additional $500 auto show bonus. Add it all up, it equals the best values in America. See your Dodge dealer or visit Dodge.com.
Start a banking relationship with U.S. Bank, and we'll do everything but roll out the red carpet. Stop by a nearby U.S. Bank now and sign up for free checking with checking that pays and earn cash back every time you use your check card. See a friendly U.S. banker for details. Pay your bills online with U.S. Bank, and we'll do everything but teach you how to type. Stop by U.S. Bank now and sign up for free internet banking. Plus, take advantage of internet bill pay free during your first 60 days.
A tournament memory here on Fox 9. We go back to the 1960 championship. Edgerton with a population of just 961 battling Austin in the state championship game back in the one-class days in front of 19,000 fans at Williams Arena. Edgerton won it 72-61. They were from the smallest town in the tournament and were the only undefeated team in the state. Another tournament memory here on Fox 9.
I love seeing those old clips. That's great. Edgerton.
This tournament has so much history. So many great stories from those early years. So many great players in the recent years. Moore drives to the baseline. Hangs in the air. Got it. And he's fouled by Lonnie Robinson. He'll go to the line. with a chance for a three-point play.
Nice move by Jared Moore, 6'3" sophomore. Beat the defense to the basket on Robinson. Little shot fake there. Got fouled. Little hop step to get his balance too.
Free throw coming for Moore. Chance to get North within 3. Orioles grabbed the lead midway through the first quarter, and North has never been able to overcome. Moore gets the free throw and the three-point play. He has 7. Now a turnover, but Bates could not control.
That ball got into Bates' hands and counts. Luckily enough, he was quick enough to make a little jab at that play. Knocked the ball out of bounds. It saved 2 points there for Osseo.
Taylor drives, kicks to Burgess. Burgess drives down the baseline. Back outside to Taylor. They get it inside to Davis. He spins and scores, and a foul called against Derek Riley. And now the big man will have a chance to tie the game at the foul line.
Nice play there by the 7-foot Colossus. Got deep position on the low block, a little drop step. Used his body. Dropped his foot there, put the ball off the backboard. Nice play by the big guy. We're talking about his foot size and comparing him to like Shaquille O'Neal. I remember playing against Shaquille O'Neal. His feet are like boats. I mean, upper body wise, I was twice as big as the guy. But he's got some large canoes. No question about it.
He always said he was afraid of you inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Bates down the baseline after a great feed from Cameron Taylor. And North has their first lead of the night at 33-32.
North stepping up that pressure.
Reynolds guarded by Davis, fouled by Bates trying to help out on the drive.
That's it. That's the advantage of having a smaller team there for Osseo. Is a guy like Reynolds can take Davis on the perimeter, try to beat him and get to the rim and get some fouls.
Third place game in 4A. Hopkins over Tartan in decisive fashion. 77-50 earlier this evening. Front end of the 1-and-1. Good for Reynolds, who's a 64% free throw shooter on the year. And the second free throw is also good. So Osseo's back on top with 80 seconds remaining in the opening half. Tipped by Becker. And it'll go to the pole.
I don't know. I'd like to see the replay. I think Becker stuck his hand in there. That ball kicked off of number 11, Bates. We had a good view. That was right in front of us.
Burgess, cross court Moore. Knocks Reynolds to the floor. Rebound by Becker. But he lost it to Davis, and Davis is fouled on the way up.
Davis was just turning to the ref, calling a timeout. He thought Brett McNeil wanted to talk to the fellas for a few minutes here, a few seconds, but turned quickly around and headed back to the free throw line.
Davis, the top rebounder in the metro area this season. But now 0 for 2 at the line tonight. So big, so strong. Had Division I teams looking at him.
I've heard that Kentucky is interested in him. That's pretty amazing. Have one of the premier programs like that interested in James Davis. Great.
Count the basket. And the outstanding first half for Dwayne Counts continues. He has 11 and a chance for a three-point play.
Wow. That's a great move. Broke the defense down, got the contact, kind of threw up a scoop shot outside the lane, way up off the glass and drops through for 2 and a possible 3-point play.
And the 3-point play completed by Counts. Riley returns for Osseo. He'll replace Meisner, who has 2 fouls, for the final minute of this first half. See that the first half countdown clock is brought to you tonight by Liberty Corn. Burgess for 3 and the tie.
Well, look at Osseo get off the floor quickly. After that shot by Burgess, beautiful 3-point attempt there with the left hand. Osseo gets the ball in quickly and gets down the floor.
Counts with 40 seconds. Started by Chris Robinson. He'll back it out. Osseo would like to play for 1 shot.
I said he get the ball in Counts' hands or in Becker. Let them do their thing. Once you get that shot clock down to 6 or 7 seconds, try to get to the basket.
Here's Reynolds down to 12. Becker with it at 10. They want to clear out for Becker. Guarded by Bates. Becker behind the back. Shovels outside with 3. To the corner, Riley for 3. Back rim, no good. They got a good look at the basket. Perhaps not the shooter they were looking for, but a solid first half for Osseo nonetheless. Led by that man, Dwayne Counts. 12 points in the first half on 5 of 8 shooting. And the Orioles and Polars are deadlocked at 37 at the break.
2020 photograph you can in your souvenir program or visit c20photo.com. As 2020
Dead even at halftime here at the Target Center in the Big School Championship game. Our halftime show is coming next on Fox 9.
From tournaments past, this great clip is brought to you by Great Clips for Hair.
At halftime of the 1999 4A final game, Mounds View held a 2-point lead over defending champion Minnetonka. But in the second half, Nick Horvath poured in 18 of his 31 points to lead Mounds View to its first state championship since 1972.
This great clip brought to you by Great Clips for Hair.
I decided a long time ago that Great Clips was my salon. And then
The Polars are still in this. Here you see some good work by Burgess on the offensive glass. Taylor's ability to hit a couple of long-range jumpers kept North in the game. But at the other end, the feed here by Counts, and it was Dwayne Counts, the scorer, that was a big part of it. Meisner hits from the corner. He had a pair of threes in the first half.
Yeah, he really did. There's Counts throwing up kind of a circus shot. It goes in. He gets fouled for the 3-point play.
Now, as you look ahead toward the second half, you have to wonder, can Minneapolis North create turnovers out of that press? Can they find a way to get the ball in the hands of James Davis? Because even though they're tied in this game, the flow in the field favors Osseo.
It really does. You know, Osseo, like I mentioned, they're really attacking that press by North. I don't know if North is going to be able to stay in that full court pressure. They might have to sit back and trap out of that half-court situation. But Osseo is really looking solid so far. And like I said, they're going to be in the game at the end.
Let's take a look at our first half summary brought to you by Dodge. And you'll see that North shot 56% from the field and had a rebounding edge. But the turnovers, you expect that number to be backward. North with 9 turnovers, Osseo with 3. This Osseo team can force mistakes. They forced 32 turnovers in their section final win against Maple Grove. Won't likely get to 32 tonight, but they have shown how they can force teams into mistakes. The 3-point shooting, 6 of 15 for Osseo. You have to wonder if they can continue to survive on that much of their offense coming from outside the arc, especially when you consider that it has come from players who have not had much success from that range this season.
Well, as pretty much every basketball fan knows, you live and die by that outside jump shot. Now, this is a good shooting team. Now, whether they can continue to shoot well from the perimeter against a team like North, I don't know. But I think it's going to be possible to win the game for Osseo if they continue to attack that press by North and get easy baskets.
We'll get you ready for the second half when we return to the Target Center. The Orioles and the Polars deadlocked at 37 at the half.
It starts as a simple idea, a new way of looking at things. And before long, that idea becomes so big, so revolutionary, that it changes everything you do. At U.S. Bank, it's the 5-star service guarantee. 5 ways that you'll get focused and